Hi everyone, welcome to this next adventure. In this adventure, I'm going to be showing you guys a step-by-step on how you actually convert an inflatable blower to your inflatable costume. And also using the LEDs for your inflatable costumes as well, because that actually is the cheapest option to do, and actually it's cheaper than going out and buying your lights separate and buying the light-up vest for your inflatable costume separately. And that can cost you about $20 just to even do that anyway. So to get your lights, the light up vests there. Instead of getting a light up vest, you can still use these LEDs from the inflatable blower to be able to light up your inflatable costume. Just like an inflatable. But you're wearing the inflatable instead. And just so forth with that. Well, in this case, you would also, of course, be using your battery, your own power bank. A power bank like this one right here would actually do you very good for that. A USB power bank. So just like this one. And it's a lithium polymer battery in there, so that's exactly what's inside of this power bank, and inside of many other power banks as well that you actually will see in the nowadays there. If it feels too light for its capacity, don't buy that power bank. So of course, if it says 300,000 mAh and it's a really super duper light of a battery, do not buy that battery, and don't even think about even using that battery, because that is a fire hazard. A very big fire hazard. Those are the kind of batteries you recycle and discharge them completely and recycle them. Don't do anything with those batteries. Those things are just fire hazards. But anyway, with all that being said, with that there, if you guys also have any additional questions, and then I'll ask at the very end of this video here, and in the comments down below over there in this video here. So enjoy this video that I put together for you guys. This is what you guys will need to do with your inflatable blower system. You'll need to make sure that you take it out of your inflatable first, and then also you get your adapter and all that kind of stuff, and this is everything that you have to order and stuff like that ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. So then also you want to make sure that your inflatable costume has the same kind of hole as your inflatable does. So you want to make sure that you have the same thing right there for your inflatable costume, or the same kind of setup for your inflatable costume, because you'll be, with your inflatable costume, you'll be using a zip tie, and a zip tie would be great for that, so to hold it into place and stuff like that, because you can see here that inflatable blower is put together by a zip tie, and it's held together by a zip tie into an inflatable, right? So same thing with an inflatable costume. You can use that same kind of method for an inflatable costume. Instead of having these screw rings that are absolutely not reliable, they're absolutely something to where it's like, once you can only use this so many times and then it just dies, and then it doesn't really work anymore. So versus a permanent solution to that, a zip tie would do. With of course, then you have to feed it through the actual thing here and all that kind of stuff. So just like you would with an inflatable, but except you're using it for an inflatable costume, and you just feed it through the inflatable costume just like that kind of thing too. So and of course, or elastic, or you can use a little bit of elastic or mini elastic for that too. So there's multiple ways you can keep the blower inside your inflatable costume, the inflatable blower inside your inflatable costume. Then of course I will be showing you guys how good this works when it's all done. This is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a 12-volt adapter, USB adapter. This right here, it's not really an adapter though, but this right here is an inverter. So it inverts the electricity and uppers the electricity for, instead of 5 volt, it turns 5 volt 2A to 12 volt 1A. So you want to make sure that you use something that's within 12 volt 1A. And this right here also is, you have to make sure it's all connected with some type of duct tape of any kind right there. It can be Gorilla tape like this one. Gorilla tape I'd recommend the best for that, so because it would make it stick on there and it would stick in there good. So it doesn't have to be electrical tape for that. And it doesn't really pose a fire hazard or anything like that, so it's good tape to do that with. So you also want to have some pliers for this to cut the wire. You have to cut it and then put your adapter on there, and put your male adapter on there, because this is a female. So you want to make sure you put a female, or not a female. This is a female. And you want to make sure you put that male on there, male CCTV adapter on there. So I will be down to that there too, and then that'll take about another 5 minutes to do. So I will not put that in this video here. This thing works great, actually. The actual inflatable blower will definitely work for your inflatable costume. This was taken off of a 4-foot inflatable, but it will, that will still work for your inflatable costume too. It will take 40 seconds to inflate your inflatable costume, size medium. So just gotta wait 40 seconds for that, for that kind of blower system. So with the inflatable costume blowers, they're only 28 seconds that you would only have to wait. So there's a 20-second difference between those. A little less than 20 seconds of a difference. So anyway, it's just pretty much, it's in the teens more like. It's about 15-second difference, about that. And then I would say, it's like, well, it is about that. So it's not like, I would say, I could be like 5 or 10 off, something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty good at calculations and stuff like that. If you give me enough time with the calculation, yeah, I can definitely get it down more to the exact point about what that is there. So in total, it's like, that's how much time you really have to wait for that compared to the other one. So, which I know the times for both of them. So, then even with the green blower system, it still takes like 28 seconds or something like that too. But this blower system would also work for that matter too. It does actually have LEDs that actually light up the entire inflatable costume for at nighttime. You can see me at night, stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. So when you can see me in the winter time then, here in the winter season. So you can actually see me during the nighttime, during the winter seasons over here in Michigan here, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what I did with it, and it's really easy to convert a inflatable blower to a blower for your inflatable costume. It's super easy to convert that. If you have a sewing machine handy, you can definitely do this. Do this very same thing. You make the adapter for the blower system to keep it inside your inflatable costume, or you also gotta have a zip tie too. But the zip tie would still have to be the same thing. It has to be a 97mm blower system though. The 97mm blower system inflatable blower would actually work for your inflatable costume. For inflatable costumes, they're this size. They're only size medium, or standard size is what they would say. Adult size is what they would say for the Jumpsuit Agent company. So this is what they actually made this. They made this costume that I'm wearing. I didn't make this. I wish I did, but I didn't. They're the ones making the profits off of this and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I would definitely recommend them to make more of these though. Exactly like this. Costumes that are exactly like this one. But they don't have a bad zipper on them. And this one has a bad zipper on it. So it needs a locking zipper. The locking zipper would be a much better choice. A zipper that locks in when it's zipped up, and then you can just unlock it easily by zipping it down. By actually pulling out the zipper a little bit, and then it unlatches the zipper and doesn't lock it anymore. So it can be either or. With that kind of thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'd say then this next adventure awaits for you guys, and it would be even more awesome than this one. Well, see you guys next time.